What is going on? I'm ZMOT, and this is Boom Beach. We are going to start out by making sure you've got code ZMOT in that shop. Huge shout out to all of you that do manage to make some purchases, get the video set up to be 4K. I don't know how it's going to go, so please do let me know in the comments if you think it looks better or worse or different, or if you notice it all. I was not super keen on 4K, but you guys wanted it, so here it is. I do like watching that shock launcher animation with the little fizzle along the back fins. We are going to do all of the things in Boom Beach today, starting with Warships, starting with my Rocket Choppa account. I am going to show you some Rocket Choppa hits, hopefully show you some good stuff, but first we're going to burn through my tech tree. I have bought way too many things. We've got that extra 10%. We've got the extra flamethrowers. We have 2 sky shields. We have shock mines. I have just been spending like it's going out of style. We got the extra cannons. That extra troop damage though, that is what you want with Rocket Choppas. Rocket Choppas absolutely eat up all the troop damage. They are so much more fun with troop damage. Yesterday, I had 50%. Getting that up to 80% made just so much of a difference. And this troop node right here is going to bring them up to 130%. When and if I ever get this base to 6 engine rooms, which by the way will be next chest, because of the fact that I'm 3 keys short by languishing down in 19 and 20. This base is going to be an absolute monster against Seekers anyways. We'll see how it goes against Rocket Choppas and Bombardiers and Heavy Choppas and Laser Rangers. Lots and lots of fun troops out there. One of the things that I have been doing quite well with my Rocket Choppas is bringing Kevy Kavan. Use that second wind. It is very, very cheap. And you'll notice that of course, I end up, got a little bit lucky there. Those rifles are doing good things to keep your Rocket Choppas alive when they actually show up on time. You saw there that they did not show up on time, but because I had that extra troop damage, we got a little bit lucky with lost a Rocket Choppa. Okay, so definitely don't want to lose Rocket Choppas. Anytime you lose Rocket Choppas, you are losing a huge percentage of their troop damage. And like I already said, they absolutely feast on troop damage, so losing any of it sucks. You guys know all of this, I assume, but we are just going to keep chucking our troops towards those engine rooms, getting all of the things down in 3 minutes 4 seconds. That's a pretty darn good time, especially considering Kavan's rifles did not get there in time. We are going to be up against someone using Seekers and Bombardier. Starting to see this a little bit more. People trying to do multi-attacks. Seekers on the right-hand side, Bombardiers on the left-hand side. I would highly recommend, if you're going to try this strategy, do them from the same side. That way you get those Rocket Choppas out front, you clear some things, then the Seekers come in. We've already picked up that win. That is good news. Now, speaking of good news, I'm going to flip the script a little bit and go towards bad news. There have been a couple videos out, very popular videos, trashing Boom Beach, saying the game is dead, saying the game has been abandoned, saying that it's the worst Supercell game, yada yada yada. I will throw some those in the cards up in this neighborhood. And I gotta say, some of the points they make, or many of the points that they make, I should say, that is not where cards are, by the way. They're up in that neighborhood up there. So many of the points they made are valid. Now, what I want from you guys, what I'm begging you guys for is please do leave comments on my video letting me know how you think that this can be fixed. That is the important detail in my mind, is how the heck do we fix this? Is it bringing out new heroes? Is it fixing our cycle of evil? Like, imitation game needs to be fixed. What do you think it is? Is it bringing new graphics to the game? Is it continuing with Warships? Is it fixing matchmaking? There are lots and lots of things with Boom Beach that have been sitting idle for quite a while. But some of them, like the idea of, in my mind, bringing out a new hero is good. It would be fun in Warships, but on the main base, nothing excites me. Like, attacking Mega Crab, I haven't done in a while. Imitation game, I very rarely do. And unless you're trying to farm resources, imitation game, Dr. T, War Factory, Hammerman Fleet, all of those things are kind of just boring, for lack of a better word. And I tried to make a video on this yesterday, and between setting up 4K and trying not to come across as a negative Nelly, I just shelved it and left it. So wanted to make that a minor part of today's video. Do let me know what you think. If you owned Boom Beach, if Boom Beach was your project and you were the one that, I don't even want to say made money off of it, because just if you could make it more fun and you only had, say, a month of development, or you had 2 weeks of development, or where would you throw all of your efforts towards? I'm not saying do a full code rewrite and make the graphics 40% better, or like, just let me know what you would do in a short amount of time. Say, if you were to bring an update out in September, like I kind of assume our next update is going to be in September, what would you put in it? Would it be quality of life stuff? Obviously, fixing the bugs that are there right now are going to happen, but what else would you bring out is my question. And when I say obviously the bugs will be fixed, I guess that's not super duper accurate either, because we shall see how that goes. I know there are some bugs out there plaguing a bunch of you, and I definitely don't want to minimize those at all. Has our opponent finished yet? Did we get a notification about that? Yes, we did. We beat Jackie Ham going down. Let's get one more Rocket Choppa hit, then we'll move over to Seekers, trying our darndest to move this account up into Diamond. This account actually has a way higher win percentage than my account that is in Diamond. I just don't play Rocket Choppas as much, I suppose. We are going to send all of these guys back to this back left-hand corner. That, you know what, we're going to throw a couple barrage on that one, because I want to throw a shock on that boom cannon. Probably, in hindsight, probably should have just shocked the boom cannon. I mean, so managed to barely, and I mean barely, get that cannon down, get that boom cannon down, clearing all of these things as fast as we possibly can. That boom cannon underneath the sky shield is going to be a bit of a pain, but the reason why I got rid of the cannon instead of the boom cannon in that case is that cannons shoot slightly faster than boom cannons, so trying to get those things down in the correct order is super duper important. And now we just need to get onto that engine room. I have done this a couple times where you flare backwards. I don't think I need to do that in this case. We are just going to get a shock out in advance and then just go. All of the barrage. We've lost a bunch of Rocket Choppas, but getting onto that engine room and pulling off a halfway decent time. Definitely not great. 2:46 is not fantastic, but it should be fast enough because of just how ridiculously strong this base is. So people with bombardiers have been fairly quick, but most of them can't beat that 2:46, 2:45 sort of timeline. So we will leave green to finish off the base, and then we are just gonna switch accounts, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, here is my Seeker account. It is absolutely buck naked. I do not recommend this tech tree. Somehow in Diamond, with no boom cannons, with no bullet, with no sky shields or troop building damage or building health. It is absolutely ridiculous. I have got, for the stats, 140% troop health, 100% troop damage, 50% gunboat energy, and lots and lots and lots of fizzles. 0 people fizzle on my base. I fizzle on many bases, so you are going to watch me do dumb things here. Hopefully not going to fizzle too badly. Everyone's got 2 sky shields. Like, everyone's got 2 sky shields. This person has 4 boom cannons, though, which is very, very... Oh, 3 boom cannons. 4 boom cannons, which is very rare. Means they are running Rocket Choppas. Rocket Choppas can get about 3 minutes, 5 seconds on my base. I need to get rid of that sky shield back there. That is going to be job number 1, and need to be able to throw a shock back there, so I also have to deal with that shock launcher there. Going to be an absolute pain. We're going to get some critters over there. We're going to get some critters over here. And now throwing our barrages on that back sky shield. And this person has lots and lots and lots of good stuff that is... Oh, I just threw a barrage. I meant to throw a shock. That is going to be drastically terrible. Now we just need our Seekers to get moving. You guys go backwards. Thank you so much for doing that. Now I can barely shock things. Need to get a shock out there in a hurry. I just threw another barrage. Okay, so I have absolutely screwed the dog. Somehow throwing 2 barrages when I'm trying to throw shocks, that is going to be bad. I don't know if that's because of 2 different accounts or because of fat fingers, but that was absolutely rough. That has put me at the brink of falling out of diamond and switching accounts, going between things. Not a great idea. Oof, that was rough. And so if you haven't seen my video on 7 engine rooms versus 8 engine rooms, also do check those cards up in that neighborhood. Cards. Very important. The important thing that I didn't mention is if you want to go 8 engine rooms, go bottom first. The bottom deck is less good. And so if you come back up around, or even if you go this way and open up that deck, that is the final deck you want. So if you're going to stay at 7, go up there first. If you're going to go 8, go down the bottom first. Big brain choices. Do we dare? I'm going to do one more Seeker hit. You're going to watch me fall out of diamond. I'm then going to go cry in a corner. Then we'll come back and do some non-Warships things. So here is an important detail when you're clearing the back sky shield. If you're going to clear that back sky shield, throw your artillery first. That means the barrage will land and clear those shock mines. I believe it was Lolo that mentioned that. I have been doing that, but wanted to give the shout out where it was due. We are going to go 2 here, 2 here, and then 2 here. There are going to be shock mines hidden behind all of the things. I rarely scout enough, so we are going to be doing silly mistakes along the way, and now we just need to make gosh darn sure that we shock you and artillery you and get all of our Seekers into the right spots. We're going to throw some smokes out there just to make gosh darn sure that as many of our troops as we can stay alive, keeping that shock launcher shock, clearing some mines in the process, getting all of our Seekers somewhere towards where they want to be, and this is going to be very close to a fizzle. Those couple Seekers popping out might actually do all of the good things, because now we are going to fizzle. We are almost certainly going to fizzle. This is just bad. I am very tempted to spend all of my missing keys to go back and get bullet. not having bullet is so detrimental. The problem is Jim Jam crushing us, kicking us out of diamond. Here's the problem. In order to go back for bullet, I got to spend 42 there plus 24 for flares. So I don't know what the heck to do. We've got at least 20 keys sitting there, probably more like 24. I am confident I can claim in diamond, but I'm going to have to do that without you guys here because I just don't think I can do it with you guys on board. Do we have an operation attack that I can do here? Yes, we do. 9 hits left. Torrent or Maze, which one? I think I'd prefer to do Maze. Do I dare? I think I do dare. I have been doing all of the laser rangers on all of the things. I'm going to try our darndest to go get all of these shield gens with laser rangers. That is a bad idea, but we've got 9 hits, so let's just do some math here. We have got Torrent is going to go down in the next one. We'll call that 2 just to be certain. Maze needs, let's have a look here. We've got 1 hit for these right shield gens, 1 hit here. Call that 4. That leaves 3 bonus hits. Do I dare do it? No, we're going to use Zookas. I'm going to be the good task force member. We will switch to Zookas. I am not super good at this hit, so please do give me a little bit of leeway. This is Forlorn Hope, and we are going to try our darndest to get all of those left-hand side shield gens. One of the pluses right now is that this tribe is one of my favorite ever tribes. It's a little bit silly. That smoke reduction cost has made for all sorts of fun. It's crazy just how much fun there is to be had with this smoke tribe. I would have never, ever guessed, but it just enables so much fun, especially with laser rangers. I would have probably been able to get all of those with laser rangers, but it's just not worth the risk the operation isn't really in jeopardy, but right now all sorts of people have all sorts of things going on. It's Friday night, it's the Euros. We're just gonna play it on the very, very, very safe side. When I say safe side, just wait until you see how many smokes I'm gonna throw here in a second. Smokes are basically unlimited at the second, so I am going to go something like this. We are going to get our troops through this barbed wire. We're going to throw a smoke there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just smoking absolutely everywhere. If I still managed to lose the delay here, I'm probably going to cry a little bit. There we go. So we have a smoke, shock. There we go. All of the things coming out, getting all of these shield gens, hopefully. Not getting our flares nearly fast enough. Don't have enough GBE for that final flare. Come on, dudes. Get that final shield gen down and manage to do it. Barely. Would love one more barrage so we can help our next attacker clearing some of the mines towards those shield gens. Not a great attack, but it worked. So if you're struggling right now, if there's an attack that you're not super good at, do get that tribe down there boosted. It is so much fun. I have been using laser rangers way more as a result. You can tell by my absolute lack of gold. I almost never claim resources from the operation, but need to do it of late. So we are going to quickly claim some of these things, and then we're going to jump in with laser rangers, and I'll show you one of the most ridiculous ways to attack on either PvP or operations. If you haven't been following this channel, this attack is going to absolutely blow your mind, if I can do it right, of course. Wow, I have got NPCs for absolute days here, getting all of those supply chests in for the task force, getting the intel going. That was fairly silly. Now, here is what I'm talking about. Oh, you've got a corner base. I don't want to deal. Corner bases are too easy. Let's get rid of you. You've got good resources, but that doesn't matter. Come on, not a corner base. Yes, perfect. Okay, this is absolutely perfect. We're going to walk all of our troops back in this corner. Throwing a smoke there, all of our troops in this nice corner path. Flaring back here just to get everyone together, and then walking back here. I am in line to not screw this up. Chances are I am probably going to screw it up anyways, though. We will find out here. And this is exactly what I have been trying to do on Operation Attacks a lot. Oh, of course you stepped back. Get underneath, Smoke. You are going to ruin it for everyone. And then as the troops pop out, look at that. Like, they popped out. They destroyed things. It was fairly... not a good example. Operation Attacks are far better for this. The problem is, as soon as the buildings go away, there needs to be a re-flare. So watch this. As they pop out, just... gosh, I can't do it live. Please trust me that this is super duper fun, as that shock is absolutely going away. Don't need to shock unless there are machine guns nearby. And now, as they pop out of smoke, all of the damage. Those rocket launchers did not fire. You know what? Let's just move right into there, getting rid of the machine gun so that I can show you properly without screwing this up any worse than I already have. Need Kavan to get underneath. Let's get rid of you. That's going to pop out. And there we go. So poor example, but this is where all of the magic happens. Right about there, troops pop out, no damage done by all of the defenses around them. They've got rocket launchers pointing at them, shock launchers, cannons, boom cannons, and we are just going to keep poking our heads out. And you might have seen this before with Zookas, but with laser rangers, they shoot so much faster that you can have way more fun as we leave them a nice, happy, smiley face upside down with the smokes. Do try laser rangers. Actually, you know what? Okay, so let's do some laser ranger goodness. Black River is a decent one to try this on. Definitely not perfect, but we should still be able to have a decent amount of fun here. We're going to park between all of those boom cannons, hopefully flash kill that rocket launcher, the shock launcher, and just clear all of the things in the neighborhood. That grappler is a bit of a pain in the butt, but we should still be able to get all of the things out into the right spot. How do we want to do this? I'm going to go like this. We're going to drop all of our troops, and then we're just going to flare into that neighborhood and then into there. Just trying to make gosh darn sure that Kavan stays alive, and then walking our troops through all of these mines, wasting all sorts of smokes in the process. But Kavan is going to get there. Kavan is probably going to... There we go. So Kavan is in position, and now this is where the fun starts to happen. As those smokes come out, all of our troops crushing things. Machine guns didn't even fire. Probably should move back a tiny bit, because those machine guns will be a bit of an issue. But as you can see there, machine guns aren't even firing. Here's the problem, though. After buildings get destroyed, our troops slowly but surely move themselves into harm's way, which is less than ideal. Kavan standing in, clearing all of the damage away, and just absolutely crushing all of the buildings nearby. As long as the smokes are at the right time. That one was very late, and as a result, we did not get our troops to shoot in time, and the smoke did not recover in time, so you definitely need to work on your timing. That rocket launcher only getting one rocket out is more in line with what you're hoping for here. Now, you'll notice that our GBE is going down, but the great thing about these ladies is that they regain GBE so quickly, because they kill so many buildings all at once. Now, should I be throwing a shock out here? Probably, but that would not work as well for our demonstration. Getting a couple shots in from the sides, but as you saw there, Laser Rangers with Dr. Kevy Kavan doing all sorts of great healing things for us, not getting hit by machine guns or the rocket launcher that's sitting right next to our troops. It's kind of, you want to use the same smoke timing as you do with Miss Everspark, though. Oh, that one's way late, as you saw there. Way late, and as a result, we are getting absolutely pummeled from the sides. You know what? Let's throw a shock out here and just make gosh darn sure that we clear all of these buildings. There we go. Getting all of the clearing done. Getting some more critters out. Those critters are going to help us keep our Laser Rangers alive a little bit longer. And now we've made a giant hole for the next person to come in. Definitely would have done better. Yes, we could have soloed this with Zookas, almost certainly. But at least we've made this giant hole for someone to finish this on the next attack. Laser Rangers, so much fun. That, by the way, that's unboosted against Deep Cut. Had we have boosted, we could have done far better. But that's not the point. Anyways, fun things to be done. Rocket Choppas, Seekers, Laser Rangers, Zookas, Smoke Tribe. Like I said, I definitely kind of scoffed at that Smoke Tribe when it first came out, but it is making for some fun things to be done. And I know not everyone uses smokes, but do give it a shot. That is it for me on this beautiful Friday. It is smoking hot here. We've got 4K. Hopefully my audio is all right. There are fans and air conditioners and sweat and all of the rest of the things happening over on my side. So please do let me know what you think should be done to make Boom Beach better, what the 4K looked like and how things sounded and all the rest. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm ZMOT. Thank you for coming in.
Peace.